just a second. 247, working with the Linux command, right? This is the lab which we are going to connect. Parallelly, we will be performing the documentations. We will be seeing up the documentations as well parallelly. So we are into the lab number 247. Most probably today we'll be having Linux. Tomorrow we'll be having 2 days only. We will be having Linux. And after that we will start with the network and security. So this is the document, guys, which we are going to access, working with the Linux command, right? This is the document. So if we need to understand, see, this is the document. I'll do one thing. I'll connect to annotate it. Just a second. All right, guys, let's start. So what kind of commands we are going to see here? See, few commands which we are going to see will help you into the commands in bash, or you can say some of special characters, like how we are going to use star, how we are going to use question mark, how we are going to use quote, double quote, single quote, like that. These all, special characters use we will be seeing in the Linux. How we will be using these things into the commands, what all are the specific attributes we are getting once we will be keeping up these commands. Now next is how we are going to use the text search and manipulation commands. That will be the second part of it, and third will be like redirect options, like how either it can be input or it can be output, or you can say either you can just take the what do you say, output or input or redirect options, like that. There will be all the all the special characters will be available. We have to do the practice on that. So here you can see special characters, wildcards and redirection, all three are coming together. So special characters, we will be seeing it one by one. So first of all, quotation mark. How to use the quotation mark? We will be seeing all these directly in the lab. So let's connect the machine once, guys. Let's connect the machine once. Everybody log into this machine. And guys, anyone is having any doubt in the last class, like the permission class? Like big. All right. So guys, this is the document. We are going to start learning one by one. So first of all, we will discuss about the space, right? In Linux, guys, in Linux, let's talk about the space. What is space in the Linux? Space is delimiter. Space is delimiter. Delimiter, or we can say separator. If we need to separate, if you need to separate, either it can be any command, or it can be command or command options, or it can be anything. So we are using what do we call space to separate. For example, let's say one example it has been given to create a user. So let's suppose I'm going to log in as a root user, because need to create the user. So once we are writing user mode, this is the command. After this command, we are separating it by using space. space, we are separating it, right? Or any command, if you are using ls space or pwd space, means space we are using to separate it only. And for example, let's say you are creating a user add command, and you want to add a description of the user. You want to add a description of the user. So if you will keep your description directly, let's say first user like that, and the username is Jedoy, let's say, as per the example. See, Jedoy is already existing, so we will just create Jedoy 2. So the user is getting created, and this is what exactly it is. It is the description, it is comment for this user. For example, if you use the tail command here to see the last line, means first line from the bottom in the file called etc slash passwd, this will show this Jedoy 2 is the first user. This is first user. But what if I need to create the same user, and here if I'll give the space first user, if I'll give the space, then what will happen? Then this first it will take as a comment, second it will take it as a user, the third will show it is error. Why? Because it is not the proper syntax. See, it is showing the issue, it is showing the error. So what is the exact way to write it? Here you can, if you are keeping the space in between of it, then you can use the double quote. For example, let's say you are going to add another user add sorry, user add hyphen c. Now if you need to add, let's say this is the first user, right? This is the first user.
One request, sir.
Yeah.
Don't clear the terminal, sir. We are also doing now, sir.
Okay. All right. So here, this is what we have written, user add hyphen c. If we need to keep comment where space is already, then we will be keeping into double quote, so it will be considered as a single comment only. And later on you can give the name of user. Let's say the username I'm keeping Zedoe 3. It has created. Now if we need to check it, we can again use tail command, space hyphen in, last line from the bottom, from the file called slash etc, directory etc, in file is passwd. So it is showing us this is the comment, this is the first user. So basically the meaning of it is, if you want to use space, just try to cover the space by using double quote, so it will recognize as a comment. This is how we are using the space. Now some of meta characters are there. Let's say star, any number of any characters. If you need to select, you can go ahead with the star. We do have hook, question mark, we do have square brackets, we do have backtick, we do have a semicolon, we do have tilde sign, we do have hyphen sign. So these sign we will be learning one by one how to use into the Linux. So the first one is star example. First one is star. So in which case we can use star. Guys, for example, let's say I'll clear up, I'll not clear up now. Let's create some file. Let's create some file by using touch command. I am creating here as a my file, right? My file.txt, and this is one file. Again touch command, my file 2.txt, and my file or you can say only file dot txt. We can say sales dot txt. So multiple file we have created. We can list the file by keeping ls command. File.txt, myfile.txt, myfile.txt, myfile2.txt, sales.txt. Now if you need to use all these files together, if you want to select, so what is common? This file type is common, all are .txt. So if I am creating a directory here, let's say if I am creating a directory here, mkdir1, this one directory I am creating, and if I need to copy all the file, then I'll keep star dot txt. It will select all the files where the extensions are .txt, and it will just try to deliver into the directory 1. So if we will ls directory 1, we will be able to get all those 4 files. So you can see collectively we can take all the permission. Now if you need to delete also, let's say these text file visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we were talking about this star example. So here we can see if we have created some file with the file extension, if we need to select all file, we can keep star.txt and we can move. For example, let's say here we do ls, there are 4 file which ends with the .txt. If I need to delete all, rm space hyphen rf space, we can keep star dot txt also to delete all the text file. Now if you do ls, all file will be deleted, only directory 1 is there. I hope it is clear to everybody. Star example is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Let's move to the second one, which is your question mark, hook. We used to call it hook. As we might have seen hook, like once we hold and drag some heavy material, like that it looks like, right? So we used to call it hook. Okay, so what is the use of hook? For example, let's say I'll clear up this screen and I'll create some file. Of let's say abcd. I'll create some file, right? Touch abc dot txt. Yes, yes.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
Sir, nothing, sir.
All right. So I'm creating some file, guys, in a such a way. So only one word, only word key will be different, or you can say character will be different here, right? Only one character will be different. For example, I have created ab1, ab2, ab3 in abc.txt file, right? Now if I need to take action on this file again, so let's copy and move into the directory 1. So if I write cp command and if I write ab and at the place of where in this file we do have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, c, there we can keep a question mark, after that the .txt, and then we can bring into directory 1. And if you go into directory 1, if you see all the files are here, ab1, ab2, ab3, like that, and we have copied, it means that if we go back here also the files will be available because we have copied. And if you need to delete also, if you need to remove it, rm space ab hook dot txt.
Sorry for interruption, sir. See, the question mark will be match one character, right, sir?
Yeah, question mark we should match with the only one character. Let's say here it will show a variable here. Question mark will show anything can come here. So for example, here it can, for first time it can come 1, second time 2, third time 3, fourth time C will come here. So it will take all the files.
Okay, got it, sir.
So let's say if I'll delete it, see, first time it is asking the first file, just say yes. Second file it is asking now, just say yes. Now third file, just say yes. Fourth file, if you do not want to delete, just say no. Now do ls, all files are here except, sorry, abc.txt is here except this ab123 we have deleted. So this is the use of hook, guys. Hook. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Next one is your square bracket example. It will again we are using to match any character between the brackets. Character can be number, letters, or a special character, right? For example, let's say if you see the picture here, there is log a, log b, log c, log d, log e, log f. So many files are there from log a to log f. Now this value a, b, c, if we need to consider all together, then we can take a square bracket and we can keep the value which is different, that value you can store here and we can take some decision on that again. So I'll show you here. Let's suppose I'm creating some file as a touch file, touch, let's say file a, sorry, file underscore a dot txt. This is first file. File underscore b dot txt. File underscore c dot txt. File underscore d dot txt. These all are the 4 files we have created here. File A, file B, file C, file D, these 4 files. Now if there is only A, B, C, D which are different from these files. So if we need to select all these files, that's very simple. Again, we have to just, let's say if you need to copy this from here to directory 1, so we'll just use cp space. Now we will be taking the file underscore, here only you have to use the square bracket. In square bracket you can use, either you can keep a, b, c, d, or you can also keep a to d, a, b, c, d, and then here we will be keeping up the directory as a directory 1 so that it will copy a, b, c, d. D is also there. No such file or directory it is.
Text you have not added, sir. Not text.
Yeah. Correct. Dot text. Yes. Dot txt. Correct. Dot txt. It is working now, right? We can ls the dir one. We can see file c, d, a, all are coming, right? So if you need to select only few files, for example, let's say only AB you have to select. Then if you need to select AB, so either if you need to remove, let's say AB, remove file underscore, here in square bracket you can give AB dot AB and then dot txt, and then you can remove this file. This will remove 2 files. See, A, just say yes, and then B, just say yes. It will delete 2 files. So this is your bracket example. Moving further, other examples are available here as a backtick. Backtick directly we can use, guys. Shall we clear the screen now?
Yes, sir.
So let's say it is telling if we need to print echo current path is backtick pwd backtick and then double. See, this is how also we can use. This is the environment variable which pwd which we are bringing up here by keeping the the backtick. This you will be learning into the scripting in detail, so no need to worry. It will come into the scripting.
Okay, so backtick act like the string interpolation, right, sir?
Yes. So here some of redirection operators are here. Let's say if we need to send the output, if you need to take the input, this we have already used. This pipe, if you need to run multiple commands and you need to take one command's input and then you need to keep the output into another command, like that you can use pipe for multiple commands. This is for appending the output of a command to existing content of a file. This is a redirect errors. This will append errors, right? So if it is 0 and 1, then we can think of it, but except 0 and 1 it will be the error only all the time. So now we'll try to use these commands one by one. So what is the purpose of these commands, guys? For example, how the pipe redirector is used. So here it is saying ps space ef. This command shows the process running into your Linux machine, and in that we want to filter the process called sshd. So now we are using two different command. ps space -ef, that will show process, and grep space ssd, we are going to filter the ssd. This is the command, right, which I have used. So how many line we are getting? Let's say 1 2 3 4, mostly 4 line we are getting here. 4 line we are getting here. For example, if you see the same command again, we are getting 4 lines here, right? Now remember, if you keep ps space -ef, this will give you a long list of process. This is giving a long list of process, right? And if you need to use grep here, grep command, grep space ss hd, so it means that from where you are searching you don't know, but there we are searching from the process. So first of all, ps space -ef, and then this is a pipe. Pipe is a separator. You can say it is also a separator, but the input output will be shared. So ps space -ef, whatever output is coming from this command, from that output we are going to search sshd from this, right? So we are using pipe, or let's say ls. We are having these 4-5 files, right? Out of it, let's open that abc.txt. So if you are opening abc.txt, right? So here we can add some text. Hello guys, in future this will come. Okay, so this is what the file we do have. Now what we need to do, if I'll do ls space hyphen l, what it will do? It will show me all the files, right? Apart from it, if I want to filter something, let's say ls space hyphen l, I'll use a pipe and I'll search something called grep and I'll search hello, and this will not show hello because we are not keeping up the file name, but hello from the file call abc dot txt, like that. If you see, you can able to access ls space hyphen l grep. This is not having any significant use, that's why it is showing like that. Grep search hello abc.txt. Huh? Hello is not there basically. This is coming now. So if we'll try like this, grep space hyphen I, kind of it. See, it is coming, guys, right? So this is what we can try. Clear? Is it clear, guys? So
Yes,
the
sir.
next one is you know redirectors. Redirectors. So redirectors are quite simple and easy to understand, guys. Let's run the first three commands. First is uptime. Uptime, if you want to store somewhere, for example, if I'll clear up the screen here and I'll tell you, just check out the uptime. And what is uptime? This is your for time 33 minutes it is running on. Now if you need to store this uptime somewhere, so we can append it to info.txt file, and later on we can view the same file cat info.txt, the same info we have stored here, right? 33 minute one user, and this is the load, average load. If you need to store the host name, let's say host name, what is the host name? If you need to store, double append in the same file info.txt. Now if you see cat info.txt, so what is happening? Both line are there. If you keep single append, if you keep this single, it will replace the line, it will remove first line and it will keep the new text on the same line, it will remove the last line. But if you will keep double append, like append like this redirector, multiple redirector like this, it means that it will also keep the last line, the new line also it will keep. Got it, guys? And this one IP address, so 80 IP address, so 80, let's say IP addr show 80. And this, if we need to store somewhat into double in the same info dot, it will not work. This command is showing like no possibility to get executed. IP addr show 80, just because of it is not the normal Linux machine. ENI 0 device, ENI is not available. Okay, see, this command, guys, we can use later on for setting up the network, but you can use this is having some different Linux are having different commands. So it is straight away, if you do in your local machines, you can do of Linux, because here the name will get changed. That is for what do we say, for on premises, but we are into the cloud, right? So the things will be different. Perfect. Let's move to the next now. So here the next one is redirect. errors. So if you do have my programs, and if you need to if you are running the program, my program, and if you want to send the error into the error.log, then you will be using this index. And parallelly, like the same, you can see there will be somewhat more. Now I'll bring you into the knock lobber. What is knock lobber? Alright guys, let's go ahead. So when we talk about knock lobber, it means, let's say, if you are setting a knock lobber to any file, it means that if you send this text to text file.txt, so it will overwrite or not, right? If it will be knock lobber, you will be able to, if you will turn it on, you cannot overwrite. As you can see, cannot overwrite existing file. If you will turn off it, then you can overwrite the file like this. See, so let's say abc.txt, we will see the abc.txt. We do have hello guys in the future. This is about to, all right. So this is the abc.txt. If I'll keep echo space colon new text, I'll just send into abc dot txt, and now if I'll use cat to the same file abc.txt, it is just replaced. New text came, but these two line has been deleted from there just because of knock lobber is not on. So if we need to set up the knock lobber, we have to just write set hyphen o knock lobber. So here you have to write set hyphen o knock lobber. Now if I'll go to see the abc.txt, if you will try to change the text now, let's say old text, and if we want to send this text now into the abc.txt, see what it is telling: cannot overwrite existing file because of the knock lobber. So knock lobber variable can be set to prevent this behavior. It is not set on most Linux distribution by default, right? So it is not available, means available, but it is set as a not. This is pipe redirectors, multiple commands you can use. Then we do have T command.
Sir, how to
Guys,
turn off the
for turning off, I guess it is hyphen n, I guess it is set hyphen n knock lobber. No, not hyphen n. On off, on off hyphen b, I forgot exactly. For this
We can check using man also, sir.
yeah, man, but you know it will be just becoming so big, so we will do one thing. I
We
think it
can
is
grade. We
hyphen
can grade
l hyphen
from
l,
man.
एक second, hyphen l, no, hyphen b, no, I forgot. I just turn off knock logger.
Set O, sir. Set -O.
Set plus O. It is minus basically. Last time it should be set plus O like this. Set hyphen O only we are using knock logger. It is working. Okay. Got it, guys? It's done. Shall
Yes,
we
sir.
move further? So the next
Yes.
command is T command. So if you want to direct output to screens and file, means if you want, let's say this is the command you are running hostname, and you want that hostname should come on the screen, as well as it should also store into a file called file1.txt. For that you do have T command, T command. So standard output is to the screen only, it will show on the screen, and it will also store into a file. So here host name and T command, you can just check it out by the same way. Let's say if I'll clear up the screen, and let's say I'm writing the host name, and I'll take a pipe saying T command, and this will get stored in a file called new file.txt, right? So this came on the screen, right? Means the first part it is done. Now once we go to the second part, which is this one, we can use cat command with the new file.txt. The same text is here also. So you can print it on a screen, and you can also store in a file by keeping T command. T means T double E. T double E is the T command. Now we'll see command substitution, chaining and filtering. So guys, that's so simple. Backtick is the older form. Now the new form is to keep the dollar, is the newer form. In backtick, a dollar we can use to call the environment variable. And now if you see, if you need to run some of his script, that time we will be using all these variables and all. So once you will start this learning the script, there will be learning. Next, if you see the semicolon guys, semicolon used to run a series of command, all written on a single line. You will write all the commands in a single line, like date, w, uptime, all this will give you the details here. So in a single line you can separate it by keeping a colon, right? Semicolon. And then we can use pipe grep to filter out, that we have seen already, the cut command. Now guys, we will see the cut command now. See, there are 4-5 commands that we are going to see here, where we will be using the CSV part, comma separated value, as the Excel file we do have, like that. So cut command, basically what is the use of cut command guys? If you see here, cut sections, cut command, what it does basically, it cuts section from lines of text by character, bytes position or delimiter, and it will display the information to standard output. It can be used to pull relevant information out of text file and display the information to you. Output can be piped to a new file also. So let's say here you have created a cat names.csv. These all are the names of the CSV file. Now we are going to do cut-d. Cut-d. So D is the option which we are using for delimiter. D is the option for delimiter. See here it has been given. The meaning is cut-d in quote we do have a comma -f1. What is the meaning of it? This is the same command which has been given here. This command. Alright. So cut-d. It means that names.cvs extract the file first field of each record. The separator is the comma. Right. So it is telling us to extract the first field from each record, and it is separated by comma. And cut-c 1 to 2 names dot csv extract the first 2 character of each line. 1 to 5 first 5 character of each line. Right. Cut-167 extract the character 167 of each record. Like that we will be able to use the cut command. So let's create a CSV file now. This basically we are using to manage, the CSV file. We do have one tools now. It is coming, guys, to manage the CSV in the Linux. One tool comes that we are using. So let's see this one now. Cut. So here we will clear up the screen and we'll see. We'll use the nano, and let's say we create a new new.csv file, and here we will be giving the detail. Let's say we are keeping the name, let's say Ravi, in comma. The place belongs to, let's say, India, and his age is 29. Like the same, next one is Pawan. He belongs to Nepal, and his age is 21. Next one is let's say Tamir. He is from Bangladesh. Like that we can just write 2-3 names like that, so that easily we can see the activity. Alright, so this is what I have written here into the file. We can just use the cat command and we can check it, right? This is the file. Very good. Now it is telling us use cut-d separated by comma -f 1 record only. So from the same file, let's try to write it once and then you can easily understand. Cut space -d in separated comma -f we are using for the purpose of, all the details did not give into this document, but still we'll try to find out. -f. Now we need only one from new.csv file. See the first column. First column it is showing, right? First column it is showing now. Cut-d. First column it is showing separated by comma -f and 1. Let's keep 2 here at the place of 1. So it should show us the second column. If I'll keep 3 here, then it will show us the age column. 3 means age column. See, it means that if we need to get a column, we will be typing cut space hyphen D separated by comma hyphen F, 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, how many column you need, you can get it. That is the first thing. And second thing, C, we have used F field, right? Let's say hyphen C for column, it has been given hyphen C for column. Now how many column you need? Let's say cut space hyphen C, how many column you need? Let's say you need 1 2 3 all column, 1 2 3 column from the new.csv file. So RAV, it is not showing 3 column, it is not showing 3 column, but it is showing the 3 character of Ravi, Pavan and Tam. So C is, but it is saying B is the byte. C is first 2. Okay, C is the character basically. C is the character. D is the bytes. D is the bytes. Right? C is the character, D is the byte, F is the field, and D is the delimiter. Means comma, from where it is getting separated. So these all are the basic things are there, guys, that we can do the practice and we can learn. Moving further, text manipulations and searching is coming. Under the text manipulation, we are using ACD command. It is a non-interactive text editor. You can edit data based on the rules that has been given here, like you can start, you can delete, search and replace. These all are the regular expression. ACD is from a page website. This is as you know, this is as we are using the same command called grep. And then we do have short command. So short command output lines in alphabetical order, it will short the file, the CSV file generally we are using to short it. If you keep short hyphen R, the output lines will be in reverse alphabetical order. If you keep hyphen U, the duplicate entries, it will remove hyphen M. Output lines will be in order of month, right? So like that you can use multiple options to, you know, this also you can do, guys, this also we can do, but I am not just doing so. You can also do it. It's up to you. You can use this commands and perform, because it's taking a long time. Just we need to understand and we need to move to the next one. So the next one is AWK command. AWK command is used to write a small program to transform the data. You can use to define variable. You can use strings and arithmetic operations. You can use it to control flow and loops. So the command is so simple. AWS 2A2 invoke AWK. AWK option hyphen a program file input file, like that, right? So basically this is the command that you can use with this here, right? As you can see, AWK, and this is giving us the third column which we want to get. Alright, guys, and this is the end of this file. You can do somewhat more practice into the same. Is it clear now to everybody? Command now, when we are talking about process means if some program will be running either in the foreground or background of your Linux operating system, that is nothing but your process. What is process? Basically, process means set up program. Process means set of program. And what is program? Program is instructions, right? So set up programs which will be running either foreground means in front of you, or in the background. So those programs only your process, right? And there are few commands to understand. Along with that, we will be comparing AT and cron command for scheduling the job, let's say if you need to schedule the job, then if you need to schedule the job, you will be using AT cron. Basically we are using cron most frequently. AT we are not using that much because it is only for one time, and this cron you can use for all the time. All the time, whenever you need to schedule the job, you can use cron. So let's start. First of all, we'll try to understand what exactly the process is. So process is a program or a series of instruction given to a computer that will tell which action the computer should take, which action your computer should take. That is nothing but your process. A process is a program which will be running inside your computer, and it will direct your computer or processor to take some actions, right? Perfect. Now we do have two types of program. Let's deals with the program first. Let's deals with the program first. Okay, screen is freeze. All right.
We cannot see the actions.
All right. Now can you see this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So let's
Could you repeat it again, sir?
yeah. Let's say we are going to understand the process Linux process. Before process, we need to understand what exactly the program is. So program is a series of instruction. The program is a instruction that is given to your computer. It will tell only your computer what action it should take. In the programs of two types we do have, like system programs and application programs. Once again, a program is a set of instructions which will tell your computer to what action it should perform. And this is of two types, system programs and application program. When it comes to system programs, guys, so system programs means primary computer functions, operating system commands, and usually do not interface with the computer user, right? So these three will come into the system programs, like operating systems. You can say operating system and their utilities, right? Some of computer functions we can also add. So these will come under the system program, or you can say OS program, operating system program. Like operating, it is all about the operating system, you can say. And then we do have application program. So some of comprehensive program which is used to complete the specific task or a specific function, a specific task or a specific function. If you need to do, for that you do have the unique application, can be used by a user or another program, right? It can be used by a user, or any program can also use this application, like your word processor, database management, games. These all are the example of application program. And system program is a native computer functions. Means this is the native means original. Native, as we used to say, where is your native place, means from where it is coming, from where you are coming, where is your birthplace, kind of it. A system program is the native computer function, means original computer function. An application program is added on the computer. Now how a program is found? So let's say when we are running a command, when the command is run, the system looks in the specified path. So once you are running the command, generally it will ask for a path. Path is this one. Let's say if you will just keep echo and then dollar path, or you can just back tick path, you can write directly, you will be getting a path. It means that once you will run any command in the shell, this will follow the same path and it will start to give the instruction to your computer to run. Now when a command is running, the system searches for the path variable for the executable files for the program corresponding to the command. When the executable is found, the system loads the file into memory and it schedule running time for it on the processor and assign a process ID. The collectively we used to call it as a process. right? Let's suppose once again, let's think this is the shell you are using, has in here ec2 user at the rate 10.1 dot something. This is the detail has. This is the shell area, this is the shell where you are writing your command. Once you write a command, once you run the command, this command, first of all, it will search the path. In the path you will be having some executable file and corresponding to the program which will be running. So executable file means for that program only. Then that program will start running. If the program will be running, then it will ask for the memory. So memory you will get it from the memory means RAM, and after that it will schedule some of running time of the processor, and it will assign a process ID, and that will be coming as a complete process, right? And we used to call the process ID as a PID, process ID, PID, process ID. And here you can see the process in detail. What is a process? Process is nothing but it is a running program. It is a running program. It is a running program, and you can identify any process by its ID, process ID. We used to call process ID, and you can view, you can check, you can see the running process, or you can see all the process by using these two command. PS command means you can see the process. PS3 command, you can see the process with the parent process also. Parent process, child process. Let's say there are few process will be coming like that. Let's say this is a process. This is a process. If this process is running, inside this process there are two more process. You can say process 1 and process 2. So if this process runs, then these two process will also run. So inside this main process, two more process you do have. Either you can write it like this. This is the main process, and inside that there are two process 1 and process 2. So this will be known as a parent process. Inside that, how many process we do have? That we can call child process. This is child process, and this is child process. So if you use PS3 command, it will show all the process in a tree format. Who is the parent of which particular child process? If your parent process, if you kill the child process, this parent process will be live. But if you are killing the parent process, and this is your child process, if you kill the parent process, behind that you do have some child process. If you kill this parent process, then they will be known as a zombie process. They will be known as a zombie, right? I'll show you all the process. See, there are some states of process we do have, like how many particular state we can get of a process. Let's say you are running a process called Apache. By using that, we will be using HTTPD. It is a service that you will be using. So it will run some this is a service, guys. This is a service, and inside that you will be having multiple process also. Now once you will start this Apache, then multiple process will run. So if you start the process will get start, it will become ready, and it will start running the process. You can stop the process. Once you stop the process, it will get stopped. Either from running, it will ask, let's say if it is getting ready and it is about to run. At the same time, it will wait for memory and CPU time. Once it will get, again it will get ready, and it will come into running state. It will run the process, and then you can stop it. Start means the process is created. Ready means process is waiting to be assigned. Ready means process is ready to be assigned. Not here it will ask for CPU and memory. If you will assign that, then it will become running. Running means the process will be in the progress. And then we do have stop, means the process will stop. And then waiting is all about the process is waiting for any event or getting the process time. What is the child process? Some of the process, some services and applications are complex. They are looking for one or more processes to complete their functionalities. So the top process will be calling it as a parent process, and inside that there will be multiple child process, right? So this is again a parent process. It means that inside that there will be somewhat more child process, right? So this is how the child process will look like. And then we do have basic command from process management. For process management you can use PS, and some of options are also there. So if you need to check, if you need to display current processes in your operating system, then command is PS, simple process. And you will be able to get the process ID of the process, TTY, the terminal type the user is using, that info you will get if you will use the process status command. In the time that the process has been running, that you will get ncmd command, which is the name of the command that launches the process. These four information you will be able to get once you will check the process status. And then there will be some filter options will be there, as you can use to filter SSHD by using grep once after seeing up the process. PS space -EF you can use to get all the process, and you can filter SSD. You can do the less also to see. And EF we are using, don't use any option to display all the process, so you can use this. Now there are some options that has been given, guys. -E, it will list all the current process. -B in the batch mode, and -FP you can list process by the process ID number also. So there are multiple. -E will display every current process. -A will display all processes not associated with the terminal. -R restrict to the running process only. View in the full format listing. FP with the number, it will list the process ID. And L list the all format specifier. And then you can search process, we used to call PID, process ID of. Here we can give the program name. Program name means SSHD you can give, or STTPD you can give. Any program name you can give, and you can find out the process ID of that particular program as it has been given here. And in the process ID there are few options that has been given: -S, -C, -W, -S. -S returns only one process ID. -C returns only process ID that are in the same root directory. -W show processes that do not show a command line. -S serve as a separator. And then PS tree will show everything in a tree format. In parent directory will be denoted at a square bracket. In child directory, child processes will be denoted as a curly braces. That you need to remember. And this is what we do have here. And after that, we will be talking about the top command in detail. So before top, let's finish this part. Let's connect the machine once the lab is ready. Now we'll try to verify the same thing into the lab. So here we go. We will log in as a EC2 user. Perfect. My screen is visible to everybody. This putty screen, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So here we go. So first of all, if we need to understand the process, So we used to get running process by keeping up the ps command. PS command shows process ID, terminal, which terminal you are using, and from how many time this process is running in command. What do we say? Like the which particular command is running this process. For example, let's say if you want to get all the running process, so we have a command called ps space hyphen ef. You can get all the running process, right? This is a root user and ec2 user, so you can get all the running process here, all the running process. And these process will have process id in their parent process id, and the time which has been assigned, and tty the terminal which we are using, again time and command prompt. These all are the detail. In the long listing the detail will be coming. Now let's assume you are having one service, for example sshd you want to filter. So you will be keeping ps space hyphen ef, and you will use a pipe, and you will use a grep command to filter the sshd process. So this is having 4 process which are running here. This is having 4 process which is running here. And if you keep the command ps tree, it will show you all the systems related processes. And if it is coming into the square bracket, it is the parent process. If it is coming into the curly braces, it is nothing but your child process. If you kill the process which is parent process, then child will become zombie. For example, let's suppose here as per this document, I'll bring it on top and I'll show you one by one so that you can understand. Okay, so it will show you both process. Either the process is related to your system programs, or if it is related to your application program, both process it will show. It will show the path also, from where the command is running. If your process is running, you will be able to get the process ID. These all are the state of the process that we have seen, child and process. Now we have to go ahead with basic commands of it. So ps we have used. Now we have to go ahead with some options. This will give you the exact filtering whatever we are looking so far, and these all are the option. If you need to list all the current processes, ps space hyphen e. These all are all the current processes which you are able to see, right? Now hyphen b, in the batch mode we can see hyphen fp, list processes by process id. So let's say this process unit 2494. So you will be writing ps hyphen fp, in the process id is 2884. Let's say 2884. fp in the number, let's say ps. This is the process. Let's say this number you want to use, the bash one. So here ps space hyphen fp, and the process id is 2918. So it will show it is the bash for the ec2 user. Now for example, let's say you are running some services. Let's say you want to install some services. For example, you are installing httpd, means Apache. You are installing Apache, for example, right? So the command is so simple here to install, guys. If you see, just we need to write this command: sudo yum install httpd space -y. This is the command that we have used. Without has you have to run. So this has installed the httpd. Now if you need to filter this command, this process, so ps space hyphen ef space, you can take a pipe here, and after that you can use the grep command to filter this httpd, whatever the process it is running. So right now only one process is running, but if you start this httpd, then somewhat more process will run to support this httpd, support this apache. So let's suppose you are going to run system ctl start httpd. Now you are going to start apache.
Right, sudo.
Yes, sudo system ctl start httpd. We have started it, right? Now if we see ps space hyphen ef space h, either we can just find out all by keeping ps space hyphen fp, but we need to give the process id for it, right? We can use pid of process id of httpd, so it will show us all the process id related to this httpd. And if you need to filter and check it, ps space hyphen ef space the grep you can use here, grep we can use here, grep to filter httpd. So initially there was only one what do we say, process was running. Now there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 processes running, and you can see these all are the process id up there, the process, right? Out of it, if you need to kill any process, you can kill the process, it will not come. And if you stop it, let's say if you stop this apache again, sudo system ctl stop httpd, we have stopped it. Now we will try to filter the same. Again it is showing 1, and if you check PID of which one, httpd, it is showing no process ID is running for this http because we have stopped it. So once we open the process, like what all are the processes are running into the Linux, for that we are doing these many things. Next we'll move to the top command. So guys, in the top command, as you can see, so top command will display a real-time summary of system performance and utilization. This, as we are able to see into the in our Windows machine, we are able to see in the task manager. If you open the task manager in your machine, so in the task manager, as you can see, few programs are running. They are taking some percentage of CPU, memory, disk and network, and you can check their performances, application history, startup application which are getting a startup while starting up the PC, and we can disable, I can disable, but let's leave. Okay, so this is the same into the Linux. We are using top command. It will just show you real-time summary of system performance and utilization. Please remember, top and process both are different. Top and process command both are different. This top will show your system utilities, whereas process will show only the process. Now you need to understand about the top command. It will show real-time system summary information of a running system. For example, it will show from how much time your system is up, how many user is using, what all are the average load it is having, how many number of tasks it is performing, out of it how many is running, how many is sleeping, how many is stop, how many is zombie. All the process it will show. How much CPU percentage you are using, what is the user space, everything will come, right? So here there is a list. In the top command option, you can use -h and -v, that will show you the display uses and version information. -b will show you the batch mode. So what exactly we want to get here? Let's say the top status in task status in top, either the process will be running or sleep or stopped or zombie. The process got the CPU time, it will be running. Process is waiting for input output operation to complete, it will be into sleep mode. And if you stop the process, it will get a stop. If you kill their parents, it will become zombie. Right? Now, moving further, these all are the values that you will be getting. So, the first value which we are getting is US. US is all about CPU user space, time spent running processes in user space. For example, let's run the top command here. So the first one under the CPU, it is telling under the CPU utilization, US is user space, means the time spent running processes in user space. In user space, how many processes are running, or what is the time of running that processes. SY, it is time spent running kernel space process. If you are running some process, some program for the kernel or inside the kernel, that will say SY value. And then ID will give you the idle time, and WA will be the time waiting for input output to complete. HI value is the time handling hardware problem. SI value is the time handling software problem. ST value is the time loss waiting for other CPU processes to complete. And this is what the info that has been given, right? And later on in the same top command, you can see memory use in swap in top. Mostly in the Linux, one question generally everybody used to ask, what is the swap space? What is the swap space? So in the Linux, if you see, so in the memory part inside below the CPU we have seen these all are the part that we will be seeing into the CPU. If you go back and if you see here, this part of the CPU we do have some of it under the user space, some of it into the kernel space, some of it is your idle time, hardware, software issues, all the things has been given. Below than that there is a memory. There is a memory KIB in KB is not the KIB, both are different, but we can say somewhat very close to it. So it is showing the memory, total memory, free memory, used memory, cache memory, all the memory it is showing. Now what is then cache memory? What is then swap space? So swap, this option is used like random access memory in a hard disk. You will be using a random access memory in a hard disk. That is nothing but swap space. When RAM usage is close to full, when your RAM is getting full now guys, let's say when RAM is getting full, regions that are used less frequently are written over the swap space, where they wait until it drive. So there will be some reason where you are writing less frequently. There you can use the swap space. Swap space in the Linux is all about you are using some process which is taking the RAM time. You will remove that process which is infrequently running. You will be adding new process there, or your new process will run in that memory. Or in technically, if you can say, swap memory means this is your RAM. You add one more RAM. This is nothing but swap. Actual swap is adding a RAM. That's it, right? And we can see it here also. swap memory in Linux. So you can see swap memory in Linux, a space on a hard drive that store inactive pages for RAM. When the RAM is full, it's used to temporarily increase the amount of memory available to the system. Means your hard disk, whatever we are using, whatever the temporary storage you are using, you can try to use it as a RAM also. Right? You can use it as a RAM also. This is the picture. This is your memory. In the second step, if it is getting full now, see, this is little bit you will be using. If it is very close to full, then you will use the swap memory. Swap space is here. You can use the swap space. Once you will use the swap space, again memory will be less. Then your process will be running proper. Now, that is your, that is your process. Now in memory, we will be seeing the memory uses of the system. Swap space is like the random access memory in the hard disk. In RAM uses, if it will get full, then it will try to get the swap space. Now this you can get into the KIB, and there is a solution. If you need to kill any process, then you will be using kill command, and few options are there. If you need to kill any command, any process, so -9 you will use. -9 immediately stop the process with no graceful exit. Immediately you can exit the process, kill the process. -15 you can exit without immediately terminating the process. In -9 pause the process and can use the command line. So if you need to pause the process, if you need to kill the process, if you need to exit without immediately terminating, anything you will be able to do under the process killing. Right, these all are the three commands. If you see, let's suppose if I'll show you here, I'll clear up the screen, and if I'll show you the process, and let's run this last command which we have used to start the httpd, start the httpd. And now we can see somewhat more process, ps space -ef pipe, and then we will filter httpd. The 6 processes are running now. Out of it, let's try to kill this process 3181. So if we need to kill process, kill space -9 space the process id, which is 3180. Operation not permitted. It is not permitted to just because of we are using the EC2 user, right? You are good. You are absolutely right. So we can use sudo kill -9 because we are not using the root user, so we do not have the entire privilege to perform here, right? So it has been killed now. And again, if you verify by keeping up the same, now this is killed, so other is also depending on the same, it is showing only 1 now. And if you see PID of httpd, it will show nothing, right? Because we have killed. Now if we should pause it, -9, if we need to exit without immediately terminating, -15. Next, it is nice and renice value, guys. Nice and renice value. It will start from -20, the highest priority, and the 19 is the lowest priority. Means you on that your CPU and memory, you on that your CPU plus memory, they both should perform some task on the first level, first priority. So you have to give -20. Let's say you are running httpd here. It means that this is the first priority. After that, -19, -18, -17, -16, like that it will go to 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 19. So it will start from -20 and it will go to 0, and here it will reach 19. This is the highest priority. This is the lowest priority. These will come first, and these things will be coming into the last. So you can renice, you can nice also. Let's say if we need to nice the bash, so you can just keep nice -5 priority. The bash one you can just keep it like this, right? So this will come into that level, -5 level. -20 if you want to keep, you can just renice it, or you can again nice, and you can give -20. You can keep it on the top priority, so that for the first time this bash will run only, right? This is what the nice and renice value we do have here. And next one is job commands, guys. In the job commands, basically jobs are processes that users start and manage, that they identify by the job number. BG stand for the background job. FG stand for the foreground job. The jobs are the collection of process. Job process number or name means multiple process will be running there. And if you need to bring something, if jobs that run in the foreground consume shell until they are completed, you can move jobs to the foreground with the following FZ job number. Whatever the job number we do have, we can bring it, right? And BZ job number, right? Like that it does work. And the last one is cron tab, guys. AT we will not see, cron tab we'll see. How to do the cron tab. So this cron tab is all about scheduling the task. Cron tab is all about scheduling the task. If you need to schedule any task, it will be scheduled as per your given time. So cron tab space -a, and then file name, you will create a cron file. And you will be keeping the tasks based on this: minute, hour, date of month, date of week, command prompt, whatever the command you want to run. So basically these all are the 6 value that we have to give. Now this command cron tab space -e will edit. It will edit cron tab -l to see a list of cron tab, right? So this is what is pending. So for example, let's talk about the cron tab now. So let's create some directory and file. So for that we need to make a script, or without a script also we can. So if you need to write any script, guys, let's say we will be keeping nano, and if I am going to write the script first script will work as a program, for example. So extension of script will be .sh, and we'll start. And here we will be bringing up the shebang line. We used to call has !bin/bash. This is the starting line of the script, and after that whatever you want you can keep it. For example, you want to create some directory here as a dir1, and you want to create some file touch file 1, and you want to print here echo the file has created on which date, that also you want to print. Which date we will keep into the backtick. So this you are going to keep it here, and you are going to save it now. Let's keep one more thing, date, done, and then this. Okay, no problem. Let's go ahead with the save. And after that we will close it, Control X, Y, enter. Now if I'll show you ls space hyphen l, so this is the script. The user means owner, EC2 user, is not having permission to execute this. So what will I do is, we will give sudo chmod a permission to user that can execute the file call script.sh. User can execute the file call script.sh. Now if you see the permission, we have given the permission that user can read, write and execute this script.sh. Now directly if you need to run and check out the output, you can check it by running the script. If you run this, it is telling the file has created on this particular date. If you do ls, your directory is here, your file is here, right? This is what we have done. Now let's delete these two. Let's delete because we want to set up it in the cron tab. So we will just keep it here. To remove rm space hyphen rf, we will delete the directory one because it manually we have executed it, rm space hyphen rf and dir one in the file one. Okay, now if you see there is the script, no file and directory is. Now the same script, you check where exactly the script is. Script is inside the /home/ec2 user, right? That script is here. Now you need to write the cron tab. So for writing the cron tab, we will be writing cron tab space hyphen e. It is open. Now if you see this document, so it has been given us, you have to keep the minute from 0 to 59, you have to keep the hour, you have to keep the date of month, you have to keep the month, you have to keep the date of week. So for the first time, we will keep every minute. It means that everything will become star. 5 star will come, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And at the end of it, we need to give the any command or path. So we will be just going ahead and we'll type here I. This is just like the VIM. You have to just give 1 star space, another star space, another star space, another star space, another star, 5 star. Now we'll give the path /home/ec2 user /shell script dot sh, right? And how to save, that we all know how to save it. So we'll go to command mode by pressing escape button, and then we will be keeping :wq to save it, right? So you can see installing new cron tab, and after 1 minute the file will get created and the everything will work as of our it will take a minute. Because we have given in each minute it should create the same file, each minute it should create the same directory, like that we have given, right? Because here you can give the time also. Let's say if you search the date, as per this date you can modify, means Thursday, January 30 on this particular time you can take the script on also. So we can do ls, again ls, the time, date we can check it out, it is 58, okay, 54 second, again date, now it has been executed. See, you got a new mail in this particular directory. it is giving us the notification kind of it, like you have a new mail in var spool mail ec2 user. So if you go there you can see, or if you do ls here, it will show there. Basically it will show there you have a new mail in this. If you go there we can see it. So if we go there, cd space slash var cd space spool in cd space mail, in ec2 user is what? It is a ec2 user is a directory or file. Let's see, it is file only, so we will just use cat command ec2 hyphen user. So now see what info it is giving. Script, this script is saying no such file or directory, no such file or directory is script.sh. Let's check it out, the file, guys. What was the file? ls script name is correct only, I guess. Yes, script.sh. Yes, script.sh. It means that okay, let's check it out one more time. ls script, sorry, see, it is script, guys. I just forgot to keep t here. Okay, let's do it again. Let's open the same cron tab space hyphen e. Sorry. Okay, let's modify it by keeping escape what do we say, I button, insert, and it is not the script, it is script only. The t is missing out from there. Now we will be just saving it in wq. Now this time it should run. Now we will just check it out. ls date, it is 6:1. Every minute it will execute, right? It is again showing the same issues. No, it is working. See, the directory 1 came and file 1 came, means this script has successfully executed. Script has successfully executed. So this is how your cron tab work. We will be performing some other work also on the cron tab, guys, in future. This is the small stuff it was here, so I have given. And if you need to set up the time and date, you can just keep as per the number 0 to 59 minutes, r is 0 to 23, and month of 0 to 31. In January, February, March, like that you can keep 1 to 12. Date of the week 0 to 6, and command or path, right, that you can keep it directly, like on which time you want to schedule some command, you can do it directly. You can keep the command also there. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
So after this there will be a KC that you have to do. That KC you can do it later on, but moving further, there is one more document. There is the next topic, which is managing services. Whenever we need to manage the service in the Linux, we will be talking about this. We will be talking about this now, how to manage the services in the Linux, so that directly you will be having multiple cases to do. So managing services means how to start, how to stop, how to enable, how to disable the services in the Linux, how to enable, how to disable all the services in the Linux. We will be seeing it one by one. What all are the services we are going to manage? Let's say if you need to manage any service, you have to use the command called systemctl command. This command will help you to manage the services, and the syntax is so simple. Systemctl and then subcommand means status, start, stop, restart, enable, disable. These all are the subcommand. Systemctl is your command, these all are the subcommand, and after that the service name you can write. And this is going to be so easy and small to understand, and it is just giving you the example of httpd, and you can see full commands for each item. Directly you can use systemctl, you can list the services, you can list the type of services which is active one, like that you can run these commands. So let's try to get this now. Let's try to get this work done. So for example, guys, here let's do it as a root user, so that it will not ask multiple permission all the time, sudo and all. So let's log in as a root user, sudo su space hyphen. We have logged in as a root user here. Once we have logged in as a root user, let's talk about a service. First of all, if you need to install the Apache service, you need to update your repository. So you can just keep here yum update space -y. It will just update your repositories. Generally repositories used to be updated where we are storing, this is the repositories where your software packages are getting stored online in Amazon 2 core. Now if you have updated, now you will install. So for installing you will use yum package manager, and here you will keep install httpd for all ask keep y, for all ask keep y. So it will install the Apache, in your system. Once the Apache will get installed by using systemctl, you will be checking out all the running services. So these all are the services which we do have here into the machine. These all are the services. Out of it you can see the Apache is saying failed. The Apache HTTP server is getting failed because the process of it we have killed it last time, right? So these all are the process. Now these all are the services. Now it is telling if you need to know about any specific status of service, so you will write system ctl and then you will check the status of Apache httpd. So it is showing failed, and code it is showing killed. It is showing killed. The process of this we have killed it, that's why it is getting failed. Now what we can do is we can try to the status is failed. What we can do is we can try to restart it. So we can just write system ctl restart httpd, and now it is showing also disabled. So what we can do is we can enable it also by keeping system ctl enable httpd. We can enable it. Now you can check the status again, system ctl status httpd.
Status.
Yeah, status. So it is active and running. It means that if your Apache is running, it means that if you go back to this directory cd space slash var slash www slash html, and if you create any text file here, let's say nano index.html, and here you can keep your HTML code as HTML, and here you can keep h1, and you can write this is Linux server. This is what you want to print, and then you can close it. You can close the header one, and then you can close the HTML one. If you close this, so index.html is here. It means that now everything is working. It means that our server should respond. So if we go back to the machine IP address, this IP address should respond to this server. This IP address should respond to this server, guys. If it is not responding, we can go back in the AWS and we can check whether why it is not responding. It is not responding. Your Apache is running proper and it is not responding. It is, guys, not responding. It means that there is some issues into the machine. We will go back and we'll go to EC2 directly, and we will check it out whether the security group of that machine is having HTTPD or not, HTTP or not. So this is your running machine, and the name of machine is command host. We can select this, we can go into security, and this is the security group which is of the machine we do have. And after that, see, here is only SSH, so we can edit the inbound rule and we can add HTTP from all the source, and then we can save this. Once you will save, this will come live, right? So basically if you need to manage the services, you will be using the systemctl command, and after that you want to enable, disable, start, stop, whatever you need to do, you can do it. But what if let's say I said right now the Apache is working. If we need to check it out, systemctl, if we see the status of the same httpd, it is showing sorry, again T is missing most of the time, kill it. So it is saying it is active and it is running. But if you restart your computer, what if you restart the machine, restart the machine, that time automatically this Apache will not get started. For that it does give another command, systemctl. You can give is hyphen enabled Apache httpd. So you will be using is enabled. Is enabled means on each start, if your machine you will restart, then it will also restart, right? So now if you go back and if you see, it is enabled for always, means if your machine will be running, this will be also running. Means if you stop the machine, you start the machine again, your Apache, you are not supposed to start and stop, automatically it will get started. So guys, this is the third one, which is managing services. And after that, the bash shell scripting, we will be doing it on Monday. Yeah, I'm getting few pages from Harsh, from Geetika, from multiple of you. Parallelly, you know guys, parallelly, if I'll tell you, parallelly, let's suppose we are here, If we need to remove, we have installed the httpd. If you need to remove httpd, so you can just type here yum. For installing, we are keeping install. For remove, we can just keep remove httpd. Correct? We will remove the httpd. So you are saying yes, remove this. So it will remove the Apache, right? It will remove the Apache. So once you remove the Apache, it means that Apache is not there. It means that this page will also not respond anymore, right? It will not respond. So if you need to do this work in a systematic way, let's say in a script you can make and you can run that script, then what will happen? Automatically that page will come. For example, let's say we are creating a script, nano space script.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Sir, my AWS login is showing some error. It is showing the credential in your login link were invalid. Please contact your administrator.
there is log out option somewhere. You can see log out.
Yes, sir.
Click on log out, close that, and click again on login. You will be able to get it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so here guys, we can make a script of the same stuff, right? Has exclamation mark slash bin slash bash. In here you can write your script. Let's say you want to install the Apache, so yum install all the package of command, yum install httpd space -y. This will install the Apache. Fine, Apache has been installed. After installing, you need to start the Apache service. So you will write system ctl start httpd, and then you will change the directory. You will go to cd space slash var slash www slash html. Once you come into the html, there you can create a file. So here you can create a file by echo command, and here you can keep the same. Let's say here html I am going to keep, and here I'm just keeping hello guys, and after that I'll close this html here, and I'll close this text, and I'll send this text into index.html. This will send into the index.html. This is what if we run directly, you can get the test page, right? So if we save it, Control X, Y, enter. So this is the script one. If you directly run this script one, it won't get run because of the permission issues, right? Permission denied. So we will give the permission. chmod space user should have the permission to execute this file called script1.sh. Now we can run /script1.sh. See, it is running. Everything will complete within few seconds. And now if you go back to your IP, if you reload it, it will say hello guys. See, this is simple. You can automate in within few seconds. And now you are connecting and typing the same thing here. You are connecting and typing the same thing here. If you open the same file, and rather than rather than typing this, if you do have your code somewhere, let's say you are having your code on some link, so what you can do is you can give wget command, and you can add here link means the source of your code. Once you get it, you can unzip that, and that also will become your website. So if you need to do this thing, it is easy. But parallelly parallelly. You don't want to log in, guys. You don't want to log in. Let's say you don't want to log into this machine. Without login you want to do. So you go back to AWS. Here if you click on EC2 instance, let's say you are creating an instance, you are launching an instance, you are filling all these options, right? As we are running the machine, you have to select the Linux one and you go to the advanced detail. You will scroll it down, straight down. There you will be getting a user data. User data means the script which you want to run. If you run this script here directly, everything will be set up first and then you will be getting your machine. This I'll show you tomorrow, right? This part I'll show you tomorrow. For this we need to access the lab number 11. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we do have last 10 minutes. Now we will be checking out one more document, guys, which is software management in the Linux. See how basically we are going to manage the software in the Linux. For example, means where we are exactly, guys, where we are. See, if you go back to this this lab, so if we go to home and if we go to Linux, now you will see how much things we have completed. We have started from introduction, we started completing all. Okay, the machine has disconnected. So we have completed till here, managing services. Here we have completed. Till here we have completed. Now tomorrow, one full day, we will be learning this scripting. And this software management will take 10 to 15 minutes and Linux log file will again take 10 to 15 minutes. So 15 minutes and remaining our focus will be on shell scripting. Okay, so one more day it will take and it will get over. Now what cases you have to do? Managing services cases you have to do, and managing Linux process cases you have to do, working with command cases we have to do. So these three cases that you have to do it today. And this software management, if you want to continue, you can tell me, we can continue or we can leave it for now. What do you say, guys?
So we can continue, sir.
Continue, sir.
All right, so let's start with the next one. It is easy, guys. The software management is simple and easy. How it does work, I'll show you those part. And there is, you know, a very unique way that Linux introduced. We are talking about the software management. When it is coming software management, guys, what is the meaning of software management? The meaning is so simple. Under the software management, either you will install the software, or you will modify some setting of the software, or you will remove the software, or you will install, remove, modify. What we can do more? Generally, this is what we are doing in the software management. Let's see what this document is saying. This is not saying anything. It is just simply how we are going to install, modify, and remove the softwares in the Linux operating system. How do we do in Windows? In Windows, if you need to install any software, you need to download the .exe file or the configuration file which can run into the Windows machine. And you can install it, double click, you'll open, and next, and next you will do, it will get installed. But Linux does not follow that way. It does follow that way, plus one additional way is there. There are two ways by which you will be able to manage the software in the Linux. And how you will be managing? First, as I am telling, in Windows, in Windows, we are downloading the software, we are downloading the configuration of software as a .exe. Like the same in Linux also, you can download, and you can just keep // and here the file name, you can execute, you can run, and you can install. In Windows, as it is happening, like the same in Linux also happen. But Linux support the package manager. What is the package manager? Let's talk about the repositories and package manager. See, let's talk about the repositories first. Repositories, a kind of storage that we do have, storage. Now in this, what we are going to store? We are going to store software files, software packages, and some additional files which we need for running out the software. These entire things we will keep into this storage and we will call it as a repositories. Now these repositories can be online also, it can be offline also. You can store it online somewhere in the cloud, and in offline somewhere in your PC, somewhere in your system. What? These repositories you can store. Now to manage these repositories and software, files, packages, everything, you need the package manager. You need package manager for installing, for removing, for bringing up the files from repositories to your OS. There should be a manager. In the same manager, we used to call them as a package manager. Now that package manager will help you to manage the software. So there are multiple distributions of Linux we do have. So for different distributions of Linux, we will be having different approaches. Let's talk about Red Hat method. In Red Hat method, we are using a package manager called RPM. RPM stands for Red Hat Package Manager. In this Red Hat Package Manager, RPM is used to manage the software. And the software packages have an .rpm file extension. That we cannot see here because it is into the AWS somewhere, it has been installed online, but if you do it offline you can see. In the yum utility is a commonly used to front end interface to RPM. Now RPM is the manager. What all are the front end utility you are going to use? Means front end command. What is the command? By that you will be able to access this RPM. So that command or that utility is yum. So you can say this yum is also a kind of package manager, but it may be technically wrong. But you can say, because yum is a package manager. And we used to say yum means yellow dog update manager something. Yum full form is yellow dog package manager. And this you will be using into Amazon Linux, Red Hat Linux, CentOS. For these kind of distributions, we are going to use yum utility. And for Debian, we are using apt. Debian, this will be known as a dpkg package, and the file extension will be .deb, and the tool which you are going to manage the dpkg is apt. apt tool. That's why if you install something in Ubuntu, you will be writing the apt. If you install something into Red Hat Amazon, you will be using yum. Yum is the tool which will manage your software package manager, and package manager will be having the control on this repository. So package manager will go to this repository and ask, do you have Apache? So this repository will say, yes, I do have Apache, and then the package manager will bring that Apache and it will install in your system. So like that, it will be quite simple and easy, and it will be simple and easy. Plus let's say you will be having a repositories where all the updated software you are keeping, updated software, so that if anybody will install here, we will be having updated software in the repositories. Moving further, we do have the third one, install from source code, as we do have GNU compiler collections. So as we are doing in Windows, like the same, you can install here /, in the file name, file extension, you will be able to install the software. There are two. So it has been given here, package manager and packages. Package manager maintain the software through its life cycle. Means they install, update, inventory and uninstall. These kind of stuff can be done by the package manager. Now package contains everything that a software needed, like compiled code, documentation and installation instructions. So this is your repositories. Inside repositories, we do have the software packages. In this package manager, this is the package manager, which is your what do you say, RPM. Package manager is RPM. For Linux machine, we are using the YUM. Yum is the tool. By that you will be using RPM, and from here you will ask the software, and after that you will install into the Linux machine. That's so simple. And repositories are server that contain software package. Repositories can be online, it can be offline also, and you can keep it in internal server online, or you can store on the local disk drive also. And sometimes we used to call it configuration file. In the Linux, Amazon Linux 2 have their repositories, which is known as Amazon 2 core. Amazon 2 core is the repositories where we are keeping the software files, software packages. Yum is the package manager which we are using to install the software. As you can see, if you need to install ZSH, you can install, right? And here we can see, if you need to install something and if you need to check, you can use the pipe in grep SSH. You can even check the installed one. Yum list of installed software, you can just check it out, right? And then we do have another way to install the software by the source code. You can download directly in your Linux machine by keeping wget command or curl command. You can download the file, and after that you can keep / the file name, and you can run that, you can install. There is one example has been given how to install the AWS CLI directly. You will just use curl command to download the file, or wget command you will use. You will unzip it and you will run this .aws / install file. It will install the software, right? So this is what we do have. And once software management, it is lab number, this one, 243. So if we go to this lab, this has been finished, guys, so we'll end this lab. We are going to start. So here we'll start the lab. So again we need putty, guys, here. So we'll open putty here meanwhile, and we have to manage the softwares by two way. One way I have told you, by installing the Apache HTTPD. I'll show you again, and after that I'll show you how to install it by downloading the AWS CLI software. So you can do Google by typing here download AWS CLI. This is what you have to do in the Google, and it will give you the link to download, guys. It will give you the link to download. Want to download the AWS CLI for Linux, Mac OS or Windows? So our machine is Linux machine, right? So for Linux, as you can see, for Linux, this is the command that has been given. Curl to bring this and unzip it, and sudo to run this, right? This is what we can directly. You can do curl command and you can zip into a file called aws cli v2.zip, and after that you can run it. So multiple way you can use it. So this is the machine which has been started. We'll show this and we'll download the ppk file. We'll copy the IP address. We'll give the IP address here, ec2-user@ssh auth credential browse, load the key pair, open and open. Accept it and we are ready. Now I'll just change somewhat font so that you all can see it clearly. Guys, anyone can check, is there any option where we can keep this font for always in the putty? Perfect. So here we go. So the first method, if we see, if you need to install something directly, you can use sudo if you are using a standard user. If you are not using a standard user, if you are using root user, so directly no need of sudo. So I'll become the root user first and then we will perform. So if you need to install something from the package manager, first of all we should try to update the package manager. For updating the package manager, you need to write yum space update package manager, yum space update space -y, means if it will ask something in the middle, yes no, so we are keeping -y for all, so it will update. If it is not updated, it will update. Now once it has updated, now if you need to install something, yum install whatever you need to install. Let's say httpd we need to install. For all question, just say y, yum install httpd space -y. It will install the Apache now, right? If you have installed the Apache, if you see, I'll just show you hash so that you can see the history. Okay, so these all are the commands which I am running. You can check it out as well. So if we need to check how many yum list of installed, yum list installed, so how many installed software and packages are there, that you can see it by keeping the command called yum list installed, right? We can just give it like this, right? Yum list installed. And systemctl, you all know how to manage the services. Once you install, you can manage it by keeping systemctl, and then you can check the status which you have installed, httpd, and it is showing like status inactive, it is dead. So you can start here status, you can enable, you can just write systemctl enable httpd, you can enable it. Now it has been enabled, and you can again check the status of it. So it is showing active, and you can start basically by writing systemctl start httpd, right? It will start. So this is how you will be installing and managing the services. Now let's see the next one, how to install without the software packages. And once you run this command, guys, yum install yum or check the package yum update space -y, if you run this command, it is saying no package mark to install, but I'll show you yum install something else. Let's say we want to install PHP or MariaDB. So if you install MariaDB, let's say it is asking why yes no. So in the middle of it, it will show you from where it is coming, you know. So it is showing amazon.core will come in the middle somewhere, so that you can understand from where it is coming. The name of repositories, it will show. And here you can see dependencies resolve. The package name is MariaDB, architecture is this one, the version of MariaDB you are getting here, size you are getting, but here the repositories also we are getting. What is the repository from where this software is coming from? Amazon to core. This repository is on online, so from online we are getting. Now the second method to install the software is, for example, let's say this is the link from where we can download. The CLI. We'll copy this link and we'll go back to the machine. We'll paste here and we will download it. It has downloaded. You can do ls and you can see AWS CLI version 2. It is a zip file. What you can do is you can do unzip AWS this file, you can do unzip. Once you will do unzip, it will get unzip. All the file will get unzip. Once it will become unzip, then you do ls again. Now AWS folder came. Inside AWS, if you see, if you go to AWS, it is a folder, right? If you go into AWS, if you do ls, it is the install option is coming. So what you can do is you can just keep /install and you can hit enter. Now what it will do, it will start installing. You can now run this AWS. It has been installed. Now if you need to check whether it has been installed or not, so you will keep AWS space -- version. It will show whether you have installed or not. So you have installed the CLI. Now if you need to run some command to log in into the AWS CLI, we do have the command AWS configure, and then after it will ask the username and password. See, access ID, and if you give some access ID here, and then it will ask the access key. If you give the access key here, and then it will ask in which region you want to use. So let's say you want to give US West, and then the output format you can keep by default JSON, and then it will log into the AWS. It did not log in because these credentials are fake, but this credential in future you will get, and you can log in and you can use some Linux the AWS commands to do the task, right? So this is how both of the softwares we are doing. Is it clear, guys?